Okay, good morning, everybody. I know it's early, but this is the only time I could squeeze in a stream this week, so we're gonna make it work. Um, as we discussed last time, we kept finding all these beautiful pink and blue swatches, and we kept saying we're gonna make a candy store. So I think that's what we're gonna do today is make a fairy candy store. I've been looking at some of the lots, and I think our best bet is to put it down here in the Gnome Town, which I know might cause some controversy because I'm pretty sure the fairies and gnomes, or the fairy people and the gnome people don't like each other, but I'm not, again, haven't done enough play testing to know that, but just the vibes of the city itself, the colors, I think we'll be able to get away with some of the design choices that we're looking at. So I think we're going to build on this lot. And my idea, I've been thinking a lot about this. My idea is to call it Pepper and Mints and have it owned by twin children fairies. I believe the businesses and hobbies allows, since it's tied to the person, it allows you to be a child or a teen and have a business. So we're going to give it a try. But see how all these other buildings are like really bright and colorful. I think we're going to be able to get away with our pink and blue here. So let's bulldoze this lot. This is a really cute little starter house, but is not what we're looking for. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and get rid of that little pool too. Here we go. All right. I did have a little inspiration picture, so let me show you what I'm thinking. Well, what did I do? There it is. So I'm thinking kind of a multi-layered, where you go up the stairs and that little like middle section, I guess, would be the candy store. And then the top section, I'm guessing maybe like a little loft area. I haven't really decided yet. And the bottom would be their apartment. I've never built something like this where it's like kind of built into the ground, but I think it could be really fun. So we're going to give it a try and see what we can do. And I have this up on the side so that I can, uh, keep eyes on it and make sure I'm following the plan. Sorry, just 1 second. I have to get my screens organized here. I don't have my chat doc out. I am not ready. There we go. Sorry if anyone's chatting. They're not. Okay. That's okay. I figure it's pretty early, so I'm not expecting a ton of people to hop in for this one, but it might be fun to watch later. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna start pretty basic and just do like I want it to be still kind of decent size, so I think we're gonna do, maybe it's like deeper. It goes back a little bit further. There's that. And then off the middle floor, we want our entrance, which is pretty narrow, but I think I'm going to do 3 wide just so we can get away with one of the nicer doors. Right? Also, I was trying to figure out the roof anchors last time and how to add them. I did figure that out. I was watching one of Connie and Karen's videos, and they said that it is Shift C that adds more anchor points. And now we can do some fun little wavy bits on our roofs, which I really like. All right, I know this looks kind of silly right now, but just gotta see the process through. Let's get a window. Oh, and just to be transparent, I can probably stream till at the latest 11:30 today. I do have a family birthday party to go to. So I'll have to get off a little bit early and make sure that I have time to get ready for that. Wish I could size this up and it just... Oh, you know what? I don't have any of my cheats on. Let's do that first. Oops. Testing cheats true. Show live edit objects. Show hidden. Oh, I forgot BB. BB.show hidden objects. Ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement and move objects on. Probably the most important one. Now let's see if, oops. See, like, doesn't that look cool? It's not quite the same as the window we were looking at, but it gives that big dumb opening. I don't know if it'll let us cover it. I think there is a bigger round window. This one. We could use something like that. It only wants us to put it in the roof, though. It doesn't want to do halfsies. Let's make our roof a little bit taller. And then we can... And I know the original doesn't do like this, but I kind of like having the little swoop. I think that's really fun. And then we'll put this kind of in the curve there. All right. But that's good. Let's look at some other windows. Actually, let's look at some other swatches. Ooh. So again, we're going like cotton candy vibes. I do like the white a little bit better just because I think we can get away with more colors. And we're gonna see what we can do. I wonder even, could we, just to test something real quick, could we do... I think we can. Like in the picture, there's different, oh my gosh, words, trim. There's different trim colors. But do we have any that's pink? And then we can use these columns to kind of mimic that. We're looking pink and blue, cotton candy. And these have to be the same style or else it's going to look kind of weird. We have these, but I'm afraid stacking them might not look right. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we can make it work. Or like these ones. I don't know if this one, the blue that it comes in, isn't really... I want that like bright baby blue. Oh. Horse ranch. This one coming? See, like that one, it's dark. These aren't like solid, they're just the insides. Oh, crazy concept. There's the fairies one, but it doesn't come in pink. It just comes in blue. All right. Well, we know that's a possibility, but let's see about some siding maybe first. And a door and some stairs. All right, let's get some stairs. So we want, I guess pink or blue stairs would be good. I just took that off, but so we have these marble ones. Not a fan. We have these, but I do kind of like how in the picture they're see-through like this or like this. So maybe can we make the bottom floor short, but these middle height? Can. Okay, that's good. Let's get a little oh. A little deck. They don't actually have a balcony? I guess because they have the ground coming up here. Now, terrain tools are not my strong suit at all, so we're going to play and see what we can accomplish. But just be patient with me because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, and then flatten to height if I pick... See, like, this kind of looks dumb because it doesn't fill in all the gaps. I don't know, is that kind of... Ugh, it's also going to make it, like... Maybe, instead of doing whatever this is... Flatten the lot again. Maybe instead we just pile rocks there? I think we might need to start with our Sims, because we're going to need to playtest probably a lot of this. So you know what? Let's save. Let's go make us some Sims. My idea for the name kind of came from, there's a store in the mall that's called Lolly and Pops, and it was a candy store. I was trying to think of something else similar, so pepper and mints. Like peppermint? Oh, the only thing that's going to be a problem is children cannot live by themselves. We're going to have to figure that out. Maybe we just put a... I don't know. We'll figure it out. I mean, we could do teens. I just think kids would be... Wait, kids can't even be fairies, can they? No, so they'll have to be teens. Yeah, they can be a fairy, but they don't show their fairy side until they're teenagers. All right. Maybe we play with the story. Well, now I have to do it because I'm in it. Okay. Next question. I like to make friends. I like... people.
Oh, Karonga.
I like llama memes.
Woo! Sarpava. Sarbataranga.
Mountaintop. Play games. Treasure.
Oh, Amudia.
I'm just going to answer the rest of these because honestly, I don't think this is what I'm going to want to do anyway. Oof.
Wow.
All right, get rid of this guy. We're just going to do it our own way. Let's give her the old randomize a few times.
Zarzuya.
I have no idea what I want her to look like, but I want her to be
Nushguma. Why, Bo?
very, very pink, and then he's going to be very, very blue.
Yaba.
And my idea is that maybe she's a good fairy and he's one of the, like the disruptive ones.
Shabni Brifna.
Wait, she was really cute.
Swaby. Lepetao. Show Baba.
All right, maybe a few too many nose rings.
Yaba. Nish. Yaba.
She's gonna do this for a few minutes because I hit the randomize button too many times. Okay, let's find her some hair. I never use this swatch because it's just very, very electric pink, but I feel like this is the time.
Oh.
If there was ever a time to use it. So this will be Pepper. And then we need like a candy-yes name. Oh, should we make them? Oh, I was going to say candy, or I don't know. Let me see. Pepper. Maybe we just do a quick Google. Let's see. Last names that sound like candy. Reese, Rolo, Tootsie, Skittles. Okay, they're giving me like actual candy names. Sugar, Bonbon, Berry, Crumble, Gelato. We could just make it something simple like sweets. Pepper sweets. Or sweetie. Pepper sweetie. Like Sweeney, but sweetie. We'll pick her aspirations and stuff later. Let's finish designing her. I love the idea of the little space buns. I think that we have new hair from this pack that would be cute if I can find it. Oh, I do love this one too that came with Home Chef Hustle. Oh, but it gives her yellow. Nope. We need straight pink for what we're going for. This one with a bunch of barrettes in it. Yeah, didn't we get one? Oh, I think it's the little kids one that has a bunch of little barrettes in it. Okay, here's some of the fairy ones. Yeah, I do really like that.
Ooh.
Oh. So it's like tinsel in her hair? That's kind of fun. This one. But then I like the lighter pink because I feel like this is just... It's just too much for that much hair. I feel like it has to be something short. I like the space buns the best so far, I think. I use this hair a lot too. I think it's really cute. But I wanted to have something that like makes her look, I don't want to say childish, but like, you know, little and fun and I think space buns are the go. So let's do space buns. Glasses. I do love her with glasses, so let's see what we can find. I'm just going to filter all her stuff to pink because that's what we're going for here. If those had a blue center. Those are kind of fun. And I never use these swatches for like anything. I did like the first ones we had though. All right, let's look at her outfits. Again, we're doing all pink. See if there's anything in full body outfits, and if not, we'll move to the individual pieces. Actually, I wonder if there's styled looks that came with fairies. That's it. 2. Huh. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, that's really cute with the little sleeve. Little like petals shirt. All right, let's filter by color. I find a lot of swatches from filtering by color because a lot of times I just gravitate towards the same handful of shirts. Kind of remembering here that she is a teenager, so I don't want anything like too spicy, zesty. I don't know what you want to call it. We want it to be age appropriate. That's kind of cute. I would like a little bit brighter of a pink if we can find one. See, like this shirt. I have never seen this shirt before. There's the petal one that we saw that comes with the pack. She's not going to be like grungy. She's going to be more girly, really bubbly. Sparkles and glitter and all the fun shiny things. I'm picturing like Poppy from Trolls. All right, well, maybe we go back to full body because maybe we can find a cute little dress or something. Like something like this would be great, but do we have one that's mostly pink? Little overalls. I have to sometimes check in the swatches as well because I don't know if not all of them are coded as the colors, but what is that? I don't think I particularly like the way that looks. There's our sparkle, but that deep V is not saying teenager. Peaches. Ooh, that's really pretty. But for her everyday look, I don't think that's not really screaming every day.
Uh-huh.
That's really fun. That is for sure. Hold on. Let's just make that her formal wear right now because I love that dress. This is really cute. This feels like something we could work with. If it came in the right colors. Hmm.
Ah.
Oh. That's new?
Hmm.
Oh, this one? We actually got a lot of full body outfits with this pack. I mean, I don't know. I just I don't feel like it's not doing anything for her, you know? We need to give her something with some like a luchador. No, not a luchador. This isn't even pink. That's red. Here's another
Ah.
one that I never ever pick to use for
Hmm.
anything. Kinda cute though.
Hmm. Ah.
That's the one. See, I told you we'd find it. All right, let's find her some shoes. And I'm thinking, I mean, are those made to be? Maybe. Little bowling shoes? Normally, I would never put bowling shoes outside of a bowling alley, but I mean, if the shoe fits, or so they say. Maybe those. I wish her
Hmm.
glasses were gold to kind of bring that through. Like this is not even pink. That's yellow. What are the filters even for? Maybe just some fun sneakers? Where's the sparkly sneakers? Didn't we get sneakers with, they're like covered in glitter? Let's see if we can find them. These ones? Oh, it might be these ones. Yeah, they don't really match.
Hmm.
But these do. Oh my gosh, I thought she had some kind of rash already. It's just her arm hair is pink.
Hmm.
All right. We're gonna turn your arm hair off just because I don't really like how your pink arm hair looks. I also turn off hair growth just because for play-wise, it makes them sad and then I gotta deal with that. All right. Cute. Let's give her some earrings. Maybe little llamas? Oh, wait, there's ice cream cones. Where are you? Yes. Another thing that I never ever use that feels like now is the time. All right, and then maybe we paint her fingernails and call it a day there on this outfit. Or maybe we do something fun like this. Perfect. All right, so cute. Does she wear makeup? Maybe. Probably. She likes to sparkle. Oh, not like that. Hmm. All right, we're going to give you a little bit more lip. And then let's go back to makeup and let's go back to here. And yeah, that feels kind of natural. All right, her formal look, we already found the dress because this is so fun. Just real quick, does it have any other of that tie-dye swatch or is that the only one? I think that's the only one. But I do love it. So let's give her some very different makeup. I think I'd like to give her eyelashes for everything too. And lips. Let's find her some glasses. Might just stick with her usuals. Oh, these are fun though. Little fairy glasses? Hmm. I feel like they hide her makeup though. I think we gotta fix her eyeliner. There we go. Oh, I wanted to bring her nail polish through the whole thing too. There we go. All right, activewear. Activewear, I don't care as much. We can just go something simple. Hey, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, what are we gonna wear?
Oh.
Doing pretty good.
Hmm.
We're building a candy store called Pepper and Mints, and they're going to be twin fairies. The girl is
Ah.
going to be Pepper, and then the boy is going to be Mint. And the idea is that they're going to be like one is going to be the devious fairy type, and one's going to be the I forget what the other trait is called. What are you called? Mystical, maybe. Yeah, thanks. I mean, I'm more excited for the build part, but I feel like the build's kind of weird shaped, so we're gonna need some fairies in
Ooh.
here to play test to make sure everything's working as it's supposed to. Let's find some pants. I mean, I guess that's fine. How often are we gonna be working out? Maybe we give her a skirt. We'll give her a skirt. I'm gonna go with the same shoes because they're cute. Maybe some fun socks. Oof. Too fun. They're too high. Let's see. Maybe no socks. Maybe she's got just like
Hmm.
there. Just enough sock. No makeup. Let's bring her glasses back. There we go. So here's her everyday
Ah.
so far. I don't know when you tuned in, but here's her everyday. And then we have her formal. Now we have athletic. Sleep. Sleep is another one. We can probably just pick something simple. I wish this was more pink. Oh, she's got hooves on. Let's take her hooves off.
Ah.
I'm also trying to pick things I don't normally gravitate towards, so. That's swim shorts. We don't want those. That's fine. You don't need to sleep in makeup, though. And her glasses. Party, her glasses. I am. Yeah, I've been, this is my 5th stream, maybe? Maybe 6th? But yeah, I'm still pretty new. I'm figuring things out. So please be patient with me. But I don't know. I spend so much time on these builds that it's nice to just have other people be like, oh, yeah, that's a cool idea. Or, maybe if you did it this way, or just bounce ideas back and forth. That's been my favorite part,
Huh.
just talking with you guys. Ooh, do we go full sparkle for party? Probably. Thanks, I appreciate that. Like I said, it's really I'm just having fun, Until Sims gives me multiplayer and where I can play with other people, this is the closest I can get. I don't like that.
Ah.
These come in pink, don't they? Yeah. We stick with her usual sneaker.
Hmm.
I don't hate it. Let's throw Throw some lip gloss on. Oh, I lost her eyelashes somewhere. There you go, girl. Have some eyelashes. Oh, and earrings. I don't like those. uh, Llamas? Butterflies? Butterflies are cute. Alright, swimwear. We're not wearing makeup to swim in. We can switch our regular glasses for sunglasses. Although I think I'm going to go white just because this pink kind of clashes with her hair. And let's see what we have. I don't really like any of the pink swatches. Maybe that one's, I guess, okay. Give her a donut.
Ah.
Yes. I'll do blue and pink. Switched up styles real quick there. Sent me a whisper. I don't know what that means. Let me see. Which whisper? Thank you. I appreciate that. That's half the battle of starting a channel, is being self-conscious that your voice is terrible. Especially when you start out, you're not used to hearing yourself. So like listening back to recordings, I'm like, ugh, it's very cringy. But no, I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, let's find Pepper's hot weather.
Ooh.
She is a teenager, so I'm trying to keep it age appropriate. Which is hard because all the fun ones, the good colors. Like this is so flat. I want something bright. That could be all right. All right, let's give her some pants and let's get on to making her brother mint. Hmm. Maybe. Oh, wait. These come in pink? Not really. Not the right pink. I think this has... Oh, not that one. Is there one with the goth kit that comes in pink? Still not the right pink. Yeah, it's the hardest part of this whole thing is just finding pinks that match. Doesn't have to wear all pink, I guess, but that's kind of the vibe we were going for. Actually, why did my color filter fall off? Oh. Yes. Yep, that would bother me for sure. My channel is meant to be family friendly for everybody. I'm just here to play Sims. Build some cool stuff and hopefully other people get some inspiration from it or I appreciate you asking before you just come in here throwing things around. So thank you for that. Maybe these could work. No, they can't. Might have to move into purples. Pinks don't feel like they're working out for us here. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Let's leave it at that. I want to get on to making her twin brother here.
Oh.
Stick with her same shoes. We're going to get rid of those red socks. And we lost her glasses somewhere. Here we go. Glasses, lip gloss,
Huh.
maybe an earring.
Hmm.
Oh, it's just one.
Ooh.
Maybe we do ice creams again. We used ice creams for the first one, but that's fine. Glasses.
Aha.
All right, let's see. Cold weather. This feels very on brand for her, but the colors aren't really working out. This one literally has ice cream on it. Oh, and little stars. That could be fun. We'll go happy little ice cream.
Ah.
All right, good enough. So there's Pepper. Her aspiration is
Aha.
there one for
Oh.
business? That's for a food stand. I don't want her to own a food stand. I want her to have a candy store. I guess we could make her an appliance whiz. I think that's a pretty short aspiration, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make her... I kind of want to go childish just because
Hmm.
it's like goofy and playful and...
Lerba.
All right, activities she likes. I don't know if making candy counts as cooking or baking, so we're going to say she likes both.
Banu.
She
Ah.
probably doesn't like fishing.
Radish.
And I always say they
Meat.
don't like video gaming just because it's annoying when they sit in front of the computer all the time.
Clavy.
As I sit in front of the computer right now. Her fairy form can be exactly the same, but let's give her some wings that feel like they match. Want more butterfly, more dragonfly. These are kind of pretty. And then I'm going to give mint more like jagged ones. Maybe we go for these and then we can just change the colors. Okay, that's the lines in it.
Hmm.
There's no way to like add colors to this little... Oh, oh, okay. All right, all right. Oh. Yeah, but that's bad. I don't want that. Oh, and now I've broke it. Okay, get this off here.
Ooh. Ah.
We're just going to pick a default one. I don't have time to figure out how to make fairy wing paint work for me. See if there's one that matches. That's fine. That'll work. All right, let's get her brother in here.
More no blamping.
So we want her sibling,
Largendorf.
and we want it to be a brother. Honestly, that's fine. We can work with that. His hair is not going to work, so let's figure that out. I also want it to be blue. And I think we got new hair with fairies for male Sims too. Oh, here we go. Oh, don't like that. Like Legolas from Lord of the Rings here. Maybe we just go spiky. It's a fun time to use like hair that I don't normally pick. So you know what? Let's go with that. Eyebrows are fine. Eyes are fine. Face. That's all fine. Let's get him some clothes. But now, just like his sister, but he is going to be blue. And again, the idea is that these are teenagers. So trying not to give them anything too, I don't know, adult looking. I don't want to put him in like a suit or anything. One fairy shirt? Unless they're mixed up, maybe. Maybe there's only one blue fairy shirt. Oh, here's one. Eh. I don't hate that. That's kind of good. Moschino stuff pack. fits one outfit. I think they added more swatches to this shirt. I don't remember some of these. Interesting. All right. I think we'll go back to that button up that we found. Where was it? Right up here. I might have passed it. Well, we're going to do this one instead. All right. Turn off pink and purple, and we want blue. Oh, he's got some fun socks on. I like the texture on those. Just need like normal jeans would be fine. Weird, I turned blue on, and now it's like all the jeans are gone. Oh, there's some. That'll do. All right, shoes. Blue. 8:30. Okay, gotta keep track of my time too. I said I can stream until about 11:30 today. Posture's terrible. There we go. Like, why are you so slumped? Maybe we give him gauges. Make him a little bit cool. All right. Oop, I skipped formal wear. All right, formal wear. He can have a suit for formal wear. Blue. I think there is a pretty fun one that came with the wedding pack. We could just go full glitter. I thought there was like a nice light blue one. Oof, not that. That looks like pajamas. Oh, but it has a yellow, I don't know what that thing's called, vest. Cummerbund. I don't know. I don't wear a suit. That looks like it's too big for him. I guess that's fine. He looks way too grown up, but once we piece it together, just give him like a dressy shirt. Let's see. It's going to be hard to match to this blue. Yeah, we'll go back to the suit.
Ooh.
Way too blue. That's kind of giving Grandpa. And then these are all base game. They don't come with any fun colors. This one it is. All right, let's get him some shoes. Yeah, that's fine. All right, activewear. And he can wear the same blue sneakers from the beginning. Maybe he can't. They don't really match. Could wear the same as his sister. There, those are kind of good. And maybe a sock. That's fine. You can kind of see him. All right, good enough. Sleepwear. Not a whole lot of options. Little Christmas deer sleepwear. Grandpa, pull them pants up a little bit higher. Oh, I don't know. That's fine. Give him some pants. Almost match. All right, that's fine. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Wanted to take his nose ring off. Kind of like that shirt, but we're going to need different pants. I don't know why. I feel like his torso just looks really long. That's not something that you can currently adjust in The Sims, so I don't know why that is, but... Alright, that's fine. Shoes. I don't think I've ever seen this swatch either, with the little moons on it. Interesting. get rid of some of these rings. I don't hate the bracelet. We can let him keep the bracelet. Necklace is going to go. Or at least be swapped out. Oh, that's fun. You could just put some gems on them. That's fine. Alright, swimwear. I guess we'll go with the bright one. Or we give him gnomes. Let's give him gnomes. They live in the gnome town. Alright. Hot weather. I don't hate that. I think that could work. We need to swap his pants, but... Or this shirt. Did we wear this shirt already? No, that's the one we lost in the beginning. Alright, we're wearing that shirt. See about... Maybe it's because he doesn't really have any hips. Is that why he looks so long? I feel like it looks more proportionate now. I don't know. I just hit randomize. I didn't put a lot of thought into it. Just knew I wanted him to be blue. Alright, let's give him a sock. Those are too tall. That'll do. And cold weather. Do like the tie-dye. Or a zip-up. I wish they made a way to favorite certain items. So then you could filter by, like, your go-to basics, you know? All these packs, it's, like, too much to dig through sometimes. I don't like cuffed pants. There we go. Just normal jeans. Shoes. This is cold weather, so we're going to stick with the sneakers probably. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and this is Mint. And Mint wants to get into shenanigans. Disruptive, that's what it's called, not devious. Exactly. Little suspicious hand rubbing, whatever he was doing just now. Skeptical, no. He's not evil. He just wants to get into shenanigans. We're gonna say he's a goofball. All right, let's look at his wings, and then we can get back into the builds. Wanted him to have these little, like, more jagged wings, but none of the colors really feel... Don't like that gold in the middle. Let's switch to these. All right, I think that's fine. All right, so we have pepper and mint. Activity, we're gonna say he likes mischief.
Sugar. Pippa now. Narshkel.
What else does he like? Well, the rest maybe we figure out as we go. But I always say they don't like video games because, again, I don't want them to just sit on their phone the whole time. So there's pepper and mint. Let's move them into our house and finish our build. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Let me share our inspiration picture again. So here's what we're kind of going for, but we're going to do a pink and blue color scheme. The idea is that the middle floor is going to be our candy shop. The top is going to be a bit of like a loft area in the candy shop, and then the bottom floor is going to be their apartment. So I've kind of tried to mimic the shape. I was playing with the terrain tools and it wasn't really working out. So I think what I'm going to do instead is try and just stack some rocks, which is why I needed to make Sims to make sure that they're able to get into their house. I kind of just want to see if we can't make this look like it's in the ground without actually putting it in the ground. So we're going to raise this up. I don't want it to go through the floor. Actually, I think we need one that's more just a rock. Right, there's the floor. Like, see there, I was touching the stairs. I don't know if the Sims will be able to get up there still, or if that's going to cause problems. Oops. Like, maybe something like that? I don't think that's terrible. We're going to put a ton of plants around too, so I'm not super worried about how it's looking. I am super worried about whether or not they can get up these stairs, so let's just do that before we get too far into it. Perfect. Okay, you go back over here. All right. And I don't care that you are a high school student because we're building right now. So, wall patterns. We need pink and blue. I don't know what kind of options that gives us, but we're going to do our best with what we're given. And again, the first picture is really just inspiration. It's not, we're not making the exact same thing. It's just kind of a guideline for what we're looking at. See, like that, I don't love. It's kind of like the picture, but it's like way too stripy. But what I was trying to figure out is if we could use these columns. And it was working when I tried it before. But now, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to. But just to try and add something. I mean, maybe we even do some vertical, some horizontal. Some snake skin. Just kidding, no snake skin. But this... There's stucco we could potentially use. There's whatever this is, which feels like it was made for us. This is called masking moss stucco. I mean, doesn't look like an exterior wall though. It looks like an inside. Plaster. Does this come in blue? It does. Maybe we do wider panels. Does this come in pink? No. You really let me down by not giving me a pink swatch. Tile is usually not the answer for outside spaces, but sometimes we get lucky. It's always worth a peek. This is for the inside. This is the whole reason we decided to do this build, was this wallpaper. So we can just go ahead and throw that in here. When we were building Herb's Fairy Cottage, we found that everything comes in this pink and blue swatch and decided that we absolutely needed it everywhere. All right, I think we might have the best that we're going to have. So let's see if we can get these columns to work, because if we can get some fun dimension with those. Let me turn on... Oh, it's already on pink and blue. That's not pink or blue. Sometimes I wonder, because The Sims makes these swatches, but I don't know if they're really looking here. See there, something like that? How it kind of does the pink and the blue. Oh, and then it has to give me trouble. Come on. Oh, because I'm up too high. Here we go. I don't know if it's good or bad yet, but we're gonna leave it for now. I really wish this one had a pink swatch, because that would be ideal. But it does not. This one does, but we've decided the blue was not right. Too dark. Also, I think it's stone, which kind of throws it off a little. Same thing. Here's nice round ones, but they, again, go too dark on the blue. That's red. That's like club lighting. This is really pretty, but again, no pink swatch. And again, no pink swatch. So I think we're kind of stuck with what we have. Let's throw some windows on this and see. Throw some windows on it, and also we should change the roof. I mean, that's kind of good. We changed the lighting. You can see it kind of... Wow. If you change the lighting, this lot looks terrible. I guess we'll stay with morning. I didn't look at what the lighting on the lot looked like before we started, so I apologize. It's a little wacky looking, but sometimes you have that, you know? You want pink or blue? I'm leaning towards blue. Kind of like the new one. I don't know what this is, but it's very much giving frosting. But I don't like that it's in like the center of the house. That's kind of okay. What if we do something like this? She still get up that? I don't love the color of those stairs, but I like the shape a little bit better. Surprised they haven't given us glass stairs yet. Let's look at railings. And then there's probably a fence that matches that. Yes. Is it a lot? It sure is, but are we kind of okay with it? We sure are. Do I wish these stairs came in a light blue? Yes, I do. Do I wish any stair came in a light blue at this point? I didn't think the stairs would be the hardest part of this. Well, we're just gonna have to work with what we have. Oof, that's not it. I think we'll just stick with white. Get some flooring. Well, now I don't like the stairs again. Those come in pink, but it's like not even pink. We're just going to look ourselves real quick because The Sims has a tendency to not properly tag things, and then the colors are off. Those are the ones that are like really, really aggressively pink. Like those stairs specifically should come in every color. All right, well, that's what we got. So let's look at windows. I do like the new windows. They have nice shape to them. Let's filter by the new pack. Enchanted by nature. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah. This is going to be good. Well, our door's going to go over here. So let's look at the smaller version of this window. Or maybe these? It's so tiny. Or these ones. Let's just put everything in the right swatch and then... I feel like I have to change this top window. It's throwing off the vibe. And then we can do... be like our own little custom something up there. Does that look too weird? It's kind of weird. What if we... I don't know. We got to have something up there. And this is too tiny. It doesn't match the curve of the roof. Let's put that there. Let's do some smaller... Actually, just for fun, let's just peruse some of the other windows because I think some of these might be pretty fun. And they come in both swatches for pink and blue, so then we can alternate. Like, see, these have pink and blue. And then we can put that back up there. I think we had that one on there. Ooh. All right, back to basics. So if we go with something like, and we could still always add window boxes and stuff to make it more. They have a shorter version of these? Or did I make that up? I might have made that up. These are from Tomarang. Okay, so probably not. There's these, but then they have yellow in them. Something like that. Windows are always my downfall. Maybe just something like that. Let's find a door. We'll come back to windows. See, like, this is cute, but is it giving candy store? Not really. And it doesn't come in pink. So we almost... I like this one. That's more purple. This is how they get me every time. All right, let's go back to Windows. Let's see. Hmm. What if we do? This is gonna have to go. I wanted it to work, but I don't think it's gonna work. I think we're gonna need to do something smaller. Maybe the first window from the very, very beginning, that little tiny round one. Just throw it up in the corner there. Or maybe there is no window there. Would that be so bad? I think once we add like some flowers and that kind of stuff, I think it's really going to come together. I'm not going to worry so much about it, I don't think. I do want to put some windows. Does this come in just like white? Maybe breeze blocks or some. Let's, where's the smaller one? These. Maybe something like that could be fun. This is all the store, so I want to be careful about where windows are placed there. I think we're going to delete that, and we're just going to bring this roof up. I really want this to be here. It just doesn't match. Doesn't one of these have stained glass in it? I guess not. All right, I feel like a lot of the windows and stuff are going to come to me as we're designing the inside, so maybe we leave that for now. Normally I wait to do landscaping, but I'm thinking it might help if we get a little bit out here. A lot of the trees and stuff that come with this pack are in debug. They're not actually in build mode. Which I made a family, so now I have to put all my cheats in again. Ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. The heck is that? All right. And then what we can do is we can filter by the pack, and it will show all the debug from this pack. And then we can find all these cool plants, flowers, and hopefully trees. I know there's some pink trees, so I would like to put them around. Unless the pink trees are in base game debug, but oh, well, there's those white ones. We could put one of those over here. Oh, we had pink trees. Balconies, windows and doors and whatnot. Some of this. Weird how when I go to place them, they get stuck. All right. And then think that's good. See, it's spending money, but that's not really a problem because I will cheat for money if we have to. And the idea with this is there's a lot of debug, or not even debug, but just a lot of like pink and blue and things that we never get to use because they're just a little too out there for the average build. Like there's some mushrooms and stuff from, here they are, from, oh, what's it called? Sixum? I would like to be able to use some of those. Don't really know how I'm going to do it yet because they are a little bit odd looking. Like these, I feel like fit in pretty good. I don't know, the lighting on this lot is just so bad. Maybe we turn this purple again. And instead make this pink. You know what would make this easier is if we put this on a little bit of a foundation. Because then we can really scoot these flowers. And they'll go into the foundation a little bit, but they won't go into the house. I will have to fix the stairs, but maybe that goes in. Alright, that should be good. And then over here, gonna need another. Alright. I think the rock situation is handled. Oop. Oh, that's not what I want. I want. Nope, not those. Not those. There they are. The ranges would probably be good. And they come in a lot of different colors, so we could and match. All right, I know in debug we've got some of those like mushroom logs and stuff. So let's go see if we can find those. Keep track of my time here. Oh, here's a big, like, crazy fern. That's kind of fun. Can make it a little bit smaller. Ugh, I should have waited to put the foundation on because now I can't scoot anything close enough without it just looking really odd. Here's more pink trees. Oh, that's giant. Is that better, I wonder? Takes up more space. I don't think it's necessarily better, though. I'm pretty sure there's more pink trees. I don't remember what pack they came with, but we'll see if we can find them. Right now I'm looking for mushroom logs. Honestly, even this tree from vampires is kind of pretty. The same flowers we've been using. More like tropical plants. There's coral and stuff. I don't know if that's kind of weird to put here. Probably. It's the right color, though. Ooh, more mushrooms. And never have too many. Make these small ones. And they're on brand. Nice and pink. Blue. It's just like a little glow. Maybe a fountain would be kind of neat. We'll look and see. I don't think any came with the fairies pack. But if they had like a nice earthy looking one, maybe. There's just regular mushroom. Tree's got like little hanging lights in it. Ribbons. Those are like the same kind of flowers, just different colors. This is all cottage living. Ooh, little mushrooms. Honestly, I'm just going to toss a couple of these down because it's always hard to find stuff in debug, and I might want to use more of those. Here's a tree stump. Honestly, I don't feel like it looks that good there, so we're going to leave that out. Little like patches of trees. Bring lights. Ferris wheel. There's like little fiddlehead fern type of guys. Is that thing? That's vineyard. Oh, I like that. I wish it. Oh, it does come in different colors. Just red or red, blue, and yellow. Oh, that's buildings. That's coral. Some of this stuff, it's hard to tell what you're looking at until you click on it and bring it into the build. See, like, this is nice because it's nice and tall. It doesn't interfere with anything. It's not in my way. Throw him over there. Maybe we'll make that work. I don't know what these are, but I feel like we could definitely use these inside. Either as like art or wallpaper? Oh, here's all the candy. We're gonna make our own candy. Little plant stand. Cute. Oh, that's that really big tree stump. Really big tree stump. That's kind of fun. I can get that not in debug, so we'll do that. That way it works correctly. I know these mushrooms come in a different color, so I'm holding out for those. Here's some of these flowers. Oh, here's the log I was looking for. I'll put some of those flowers in there because I feel like we need a little something something. Oh, maybe we'll use these. I like it because it makes the landscaping a little more messy. All right, let's find those original flowers. I thought they came from debug, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're right here. Oh, they are debug. They just show in the menu for some reason. Interesting. All right, well, nonetheless, I'll throw some of those around. I think we need to bring some of the, we've got a lot going on here by the house. We need to bring some of this outward, I think, to make it look more intentional. So let's see what we can do. Need some more like sparse flowers that aren't so crammed together. Whoa. Oh, let's look at maybe. I don't really want to use this again, but the colors feel like it's probably the best for what we're going for. And we can do. All right, I feel like we're onto something. Let's get some stuff on the walls here. I know we have a cute little awning we can use. I think there's even a pink one. Not what I was picturing, but it kind of does the trick. Although, does that one do the trick more? Or this one? This one's pretty cute too. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Do little hanging baskets. I think the new ones are actually in the plants section. The new wall ones. Yeah. feel like I kind of like that. I don't know. Let's leave it for now and see. Bothers me that these are not the same color. let's make it daytime again. All right, we've got a lot going on, but I'm thinking that this is a good place to pause. I know we've still got a lot to do, but I want to have time to eat breakfast and stuff. Like I said, I have plans today, so make sure that I can get all my things that I want to get done. Let's try and get a good little snip here. Not too shabby. No, he doesn't dislike deception. That's his whole thing. All right, we should probably pause this so that he's not doing anything crazy while we wait. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I think next time will be a little more exciting, but hoping that we can get the outside completely finished. I mean, I'm fairly pleased with where we're at. I feel like we need some more something. I might just follow that, the roof line there. And then we can get to the inside, which is probably the more fun piece. So I hope you'll all tune in next time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and the rest of your day. And we will talk soon. All right. Thanks, everybody.